Welcome back to my channel. My name is Ariel, for those of you who don't already know me. Yeah, so if you're new, go ahead and subscribe if you would like. I'm pretty cool. I'm irrelevant, but I'm pretty cool. And that's that. Anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. It's just gonna kind of be like a laid back, more relaxed video, even though I'm not laid back or relaxed right now. I'm kind of sitting in a chair wearing this. You get it though. Without further ado, I'm just gonna... Okay, I hate these things. I freaking hate them. Why? Where'd it go? Alright, so for today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys embarrassing stories that I can think of. If you don't already know me, or know anything about me, I am a very outgoing person. I am not shy. I am not the kind of person that gets embarrassed easily. I used to get embarrassed easily when I was younger, but now I don't really care. As I got older, I just stopped caring. So, but when I was younger, I would get embarrassed like over everything. But now I'm different, I'm weird, and I'm okay with it. So for me to get embarrassed, it has to be something that like really embarrassed me. Like for me to say it's an embarrassing moment, like it has to be really embarrassing for me. You may not understand why it's embarrassing, but for me, like I get it. So these few stories that I'm going to share with you may not seem so embarrassing, but in my eyes, they were just like, Ariel, you're dumb. Like they're just dumb moments, honestly. Like not even fully embarrassing, just like you're dumb, like dumb blonde, you're stupid. So I'm gonna get into those. And so the first one starts in high school, my junior year. And to give you a little inside scoop of who I was in high school, just quickly to start off the story to kind of give you a little bit of perspective. I was not considered necessarily popular. I hung out with kind of the popular kids, but there wasn't really popularity, like popular group. It was kind of just like groups that were well known. It wasn't like there wasn't a Regina George of my high school. Like it was kind of like you hung out with groups, and depending on the group you hang out with, you'll be well known or not. And I hung out with the cheerleaders. Obviously, the cheerleaders are seen a lot at football games and basketball games, so you get recognized, and yeah. And my boyfriend was also a football player who was very well known, so a lot of people knew me because they knew him. You get what I'm saying? But I wasn't necessarily a popular girl. I was kind of just a girl that was a cheerleader that went to school, and I was pretty smart in class. I was the girl that people copied off of because I knew the answers to most of the things, and I did my work and all of that. So that's basically who I was in high school. So I wasn't necessarily popular, but there were girls in high school that were kind of popular for no reason, and that's where this story begins. So it was junior year, and for my English class, a partner and I had to create some sort of product and make a commercial about it. So me and my partner decided we were gonna do a lotion that made your ash go away for life. Whatever. So my job was to write the script and to bring in the lotion bottle or the tube of lotion and print out a label to put over the actual label. So I did that, I brought it in, we did our commercial, everything was great, life was good, you know, the commercial was fabulous as usual, and that was that, you know? So yeah, I went about my day, and I had the lotion tube in my bag, and I go to my last class, which is math, and that's where these girls that are quote-unquote popular, and they were also friends with my boyfriend's ex-girlfriend, so it was kind of like, I want to try to be their friends because they're friends with my boyfriend, and they're also friends with his ex-girlfriend, so I want them to like me. So it was just this whole thing. It was weird. I was weird like that. So yeah, they were kind of popular, and it wasn't like I wanted to be their friend, like I was begging to be their friends, but it was also like I didn't want to make a fool out of myself in front of them. So I was in math class, minding my own business, doing my work, and one of the girls comes up to me and she's like, hey, can I have some lotion? Or do you have lotion? Or something like that. And I'm thinking like, yeah, I do. Yeah. So I grab it out of my bag, the lotion I used for the commercial. I grab it out and I rip the label off that I made really fast, and I hand it to her. And so I just sit there and I continue doing my work, and I look at her while she's squeezing the lotion into her hand, and the lotion looks a little odd, but I don't think anything of it. It's just like whatever. I don't know, lotion. Anyway, so she goes back to her desk and I continue doing my work, and I look up at her and I see her like really like struggling to rub in the lotion, like really going at it. Her face, she is going at it, and I'm like, all right, well, that's a little strange, but she'll get it. And so I continue doing my work and I look up at her again and she's still struggling to rub in this lotion, and I look at her face and she just has the look of like disgust, like what is on my hands right now? And I'm like, oh crap, what the heck did I just give her? So I grabbed the lotion out of my bag, and that's when I realized it was not lotion that I gave her. I gave her body scrub because she needed a bath in the middle of class. I gave her freaking body scrub, okay? Who brings body scrub to school and passes it around like it's freaking lotion? So I'm like, oh my gosh. I mean, she'll get a nice, her hands will probably be really soft afterwards. So I mean, it kind of did the job of lotion, but it's like, obviously she wasn't expecting that. So I'm going through like this huge debate with myself in my head, like, am I gonna go up to her and be like, hey dude, I'm sorry, I know I just gave you body scrub, I thought it was lotion, I'm really sorry, or just sit there and do nothing. So being me, the idiot that I am, I do nothing. I sit there and I watch her face and I'm like mortified. I'm like, wow, did I really just do that? So now I'm like this weird girl who freaking gives people body scrub instead of lotion, you know, like, oh my gosh, I can never win. As if things couldn't already get worse, I see her get up with her hands in front of her like this with a face of pure disgust, and she walks out of the classroom to go wash her hands, and I'm like, I didn't even want to look at her. Like, I wasn't gonna make eye contact. Like, there was no way me and her were making eye contact. At that point, I'm not saying anything. I'm gonna pretend like it never happened, and it was never spoken of again. She came back. I didn't even look at her. Like, I was so embarrassed. So if you're watching this video, I'm sorry. Like, I know what I did. I know I gave you body scrub, and I don't know why I didn't say anything. So that's the first story. I know it may seem like it's nothing, this and this and that, but for me in that moment, like, that was just so embarrassing that I gave someone freaking body scrub in the middle of class instead of lotion. Like, if you were there, if it was you, you'd probably poop your pants too, so. Or you'd be normal and go apologize, but since it's me, I didn't, so that made it even worse. So the next story that I'm going to go into happened when I was way younger. I was basically in the car. It was me, my mom, and my sister. We were all in the car. My sister was in the front seat, my mom was driving, and I was in the back seat. I'm pretty sure my little brother was with me too, but he's irrelevant to the story. So me and my mom had gotten in a fight over something. I'm not really sure what it was right now, but I was super mad at her. Like, I was freaking mad. So I started texting my sister. I'm like, hate her, she did this, she's stupid, she's dumb. Well, like, going off on about my mom to my sister through text message. And so I'm like fuming, sending this long storybook about how much I don't like my mom and all this stuff. And I send the message, and I'm just sitting there like, oh yeah. I look back at the message and to read through what I said again, and I realized I didn't send it to my sister. I actually sent it to my mom. So if that ever happened to you, give this video a thumbs up or a comment, which I'm probably gonna get none, because who freaking sends a message about how much they don't like their mom to their mom? Only dumb people like me. So I did, and then I'm like, oh crap, like, did I seriously just do that? So I'm like, Mom, just ignore the message you just received, it wasn't meant for you. And so of course she reads it, and she's like, Ariel, if you're gonna talk crap about me, at least send it to the right person. Like, I was so embarrassed. I was like, oh my god, I'm so dumb. The next story happened in 8th grade. This one is a little more like, it was embarrassing. So in 8th grade, I got my first boyfriend ever. Well, my first ever real boyfriend, I guess you could say. And we had been dating for like a few weeks at this time, and I really liked him, but we never really hung out because he was younger than me, and like, we were both in school. We just never really hung out much. It was mostly phone conversations, and it was 8th grade. Who even cares? But for some reason he didn't have a phone, or I don't know, we just decided not to text me this. But so I go to school, and my friend Morgan, who was one of my best friends at the time, came up to me and she was like, Ariel, I'm so sorry, I heard about what happened with you and what blah blah blah. I heard that you guys broke up, he just told me. And I'm like, what? What? I went to school thinking I was still in a relationship, and apparently I was not. So that's freaking embarrassing. Like, I was about to go up to him and like give him a hug, and I just found out from somebody else that I just got dumped. And apparently it was over a Facebook message, so I never saw it. So I went to school thinking that I was in a relationship when really I wasn't. So, life lesson, check all of your messages before you go to school or wherever, just to make sure you don't get any surprises. I just thought of 2 other embarrassing stories, and that's gonna end the video. And both of them have to do with balls. Not balls, like actual like balls, like soccer balls, football. Don't be dirty now. The first story happened in 7th grade as well. I just didn't have the best life in 7th grade, honestly. I was struggling. But I was at recess, and we were all playing on the baseball, or like, I don't really know. It was like baseball field / soccer field. Who even knows? I was standing in the middle of like these guys playing with a basketball, but they were kicking it like it was a soccer ball. And I was standing there, and one of the guys actually kicked the ball at a wall that was in front of them, and I was standing sort of far away from them. I wasn't really close to them, but I was standing there, and he kicks the ball at the wall, and of course, with my luck, the ball hits the wall and comes back right at my head. So basically, it was really cool. The ball got kicked from his foot, hit the wall, came back around, and hit me straight in the head. So I laughed it off like it was nothing, but it actually really freaking hurt and was super embarrassing. So that's that. Another story that has to do with a ball is actually a football, and this was my senior year of high school. We were doing flag football with the football players and the cheerleaders. It was all of us, and my group, it was like, my team was all guys and the other team was all guys. It was just me and my sister on an all-guy team against an all-guy team, which was super brilliant. So we're playing, and you know, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm a cheerleader. I don't know anything about football. Like, I know about football, but like, I don't know how to play it. You know, so they're throwing the balls everywhere. I'm like dodging them, trying not to do anything, just get out of the way, kind of. I was just standing there minding my own business, you know, pretending like I'm in the game, but I'm really not. I'm just trying to get out of the way. I see the guy throws the ball, and his aim was impeccable. I don't know what he was even aiming for, but this guy hit me straight in my forehead. Like, I don't know how fast this ball was going, but it hit me so freaking hard in the head in front of everybody. All of these football players, I got freaking knocked out by a football right in my head. Like, that aim was really good. Like, not even gonna lie, it went right to my forehead. I think that's my share of embarrassing stories. I don't have that many, honestly. Like I said, I don't get embarrassed easily. Life goes on when you do, you know? Just deal with it, laugh about it. Anyways, I hope that you guys got some enjoyment out of this video. Probably not, because they're not that embarrassing, to be honest, but I mean, what do you do, you know? What do you do? Anyways, that's it. Thank you for watching, and subscribe, like, comment, and follow me on my social media, and I'll see you guys next time. Or not, whatever. Okay, bye.